better known as San Sebastian Church or San Sebastian Basilica, is a minor basilica of the Roman Catholic Church in Manila, Philippines. It is the church of the parish of San Sebastian. Completed in 1891, San Sebastian Church is noted for its architecture. An example of the Gothic Revival architecture in the Philippines, it is the only steel building church in the Philippines. It was designated as a National Historical Landmark in 1973 and as a National Cultural Treasure in 2011. San Sebastian Church is under the care of the Order of Augustinian Recollets, who also operates the San Sebastian College adjacent to the Basilica. It is located at Plaza del Carmen at the eastern end of Recto Avenue in Quiapo, Manila.
Hi guys, nandito ako ngayon sa San Sebastian Church. Kung makikita niyo sa background ko, ayan pa yung building ng church ng San Sebastian Church. Ang San Sebastian Church po ay isa sa pinakakilalang churches dito sa Pilipinas. At karaniwan pinupuntahan siya ng mga turista. At tara guys, samahan niyo ako sa loob ng church para makita natin ang magnificence ng church na ito.
In the 1880s, Esteban Martinez, the parish priest of the ruined church, approached Spanish architect Genaro Palacios to build a church that will withstand earthquakes. Palacios planned to build a fire and earthquake-resistant structure made entirely of steel. He completed a design that is earthquake and fire-resistant and has a Baroque neo-Gothic style. His final design was said to have been inspired by the famed Gothic Burgos Cathedral in Burgos, Spain. It is said that Gustave Eiffel, a French architect who designed the Eiffel Tower, which is also fully made of steel, was involved in the planning and construction of the San Sebastian Church. The prefabricated steel sections that would compose the church was manufactured in Binge, Belgium. In recent years, San Sebastian Church has encountered threats to its structural integrity. The steel structure has been beset by rust and corrosion due to sea breezes from nearby Manila Bay. State funding was accorded to the church through the National Historical Institute, which undertook restoration in 1982. The Recollect community has likewise expended funds for the church maintenance and restoration. In 1998, it was placed on the biennial watch list of the 100 most endangered sites by the World Monuments Fund, though it was not retained in the subsequent watch list. The church was listed again as one of the most endangered monuments in the world by World Monuments Fund in 2010 World Monuments Watch, along with the rice terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras and Santa Maria Church. All of the sites were taken off the list in 2011 after the passage of the National Cultural Heritage Act. San Sebastian to this day is and should be the toast of Philippines. Though it inspired by a Western concept and constructed with foreign materials, it is still a church found on our shores, built for our spiritual and artistic benefit. This work of genius by the Spaniard Genaro Palacios is also one of the few churches in the country that has retained its original integrity because of minimal alteration. It is for us to preserve. The fact that the structure is filled with works by different individuals with different cultural influences should compel us to help preserve San Sebastian. It is a tangible reminder of Manila's once venerable position in Southeast Asia as an elegant cosmopolitan of magnificent structures and a genteel community that held in high regard foreign and local artists, craftsmen, and those who